Hello instructors and learners. Today we are exploring the topic of organization and management of instructional functions. At the end of this session, you shall be able to define housekeeping and explain its importance. Color dynamics.
Housekeeping. Importance of good housekeeping. People can live in any kind of environment, but for a decent environment it is important to follow a habit of good housekeeping. In the same way, training can be imparted under any conditions. But when the training is imparted in an environment which creates better students, then teaching will be effective. Hence, it is the responsibility of an instructor imparting training to create a positive atmosphere for learning. This is possible only when the trainer adopts the principle of good housekeeping. Good housekeeping is creating a favorite environment and providing sufficient facilities for positive and active learning. Someone in a house arranges the furniture and other items of a house properly and are accessed easily when they are required, then we can say the person has very good knowledge of housekeeping. So good housekeeping means proper placement of everything in proper way. Elements of good housekeeping. Cleanliness. The first and foremost thing of housekeeping, which has to be taken care, is cleanliness. If the place of work or the place where the training is imparted is untidy, trainees will not have interest to undergo training in such environment. Maintenance of floor. Floor must be maintained properly. It must be free from oil, grease, water and other slippery things. Floor level must be uniform so that it will not be difficult for fixing machines and also for the movement of men and material. Placing of machines. Machinery items must be placed properly. In running condition, the machines should not cause any sort of damage to the person moving around the machine. Care should be taken to see that heavy equipment has proper foundation. Overcrowding in one place to be avoided. Gangways. For the movement of men and material, proper gangways and storage space should be provided. It should have minimum width as required and should be marked with suitable color. Storage of materials. After obtaining the training materials from the stores, the instructor has to store in a proper place. Explosives and inflammable items should be kept at a distance in order to avoid accidents. Storage must be in such a manner that the material should be available for use at a right time. Scrap and waste materials. It must be collected before disposing it. For metal scraps, enquiries must be made to find out if they can be purchased by some agents, which may be useful for them. Waste items must be disposed of in a proper manner. Lighting and ventilation. Lighting can be made available by using, but care should be taken to see that brightness is not too much and it should not be too dull. Natural lighting is always preferred. Proper lighting avoids accidents and enhances the speed of work. Ventilation must be provided by the use of fans and natural ventilators. Fire extinguishers and first aid. As per the Factories Act, every institution is required to have fire extinguishers. Students must be trained to use them if fire breaks out. Carbon dioxide is normally used as a fire extinguisher agent. Some other agents used are carbon tetrachloride, soda, acid foam and sand. Even after taking all kinds of preventive measures, there is a possibility of an accident, in case of which all the sections must be able to help themselves without waiting for a doctor. There must be a first aid box, which contains all essential materials by which an injured person can be treated immediately. Teacher must also train the students how to use it when it is needed. It is absolutely necessary to locate the box in a place where pupil can have easy access. Finally, it can be said that a training workshop should be designed keeping in view of all the above aspects, which will be an ideal place for imparting training. Color dynamics. Proper color treatment of all the surrounding and workplace contributes greatly to the efficiency, safety and general welfare of the trainees. Well-chosen finish on the ceiling, walls and equipment help to produce good visible condition and a pleasant, cheerful working environment which encourage high standard of cleanliness and housekeeping. Simple schemes in pale colors are usually the best choice for workshops and classrooms. Large areas of vivid colors appear attractive at the first but may become distracting when one has to work around them all day. Restrained treatments are more likely to give lasting satisfaction. More elaborate decoration is satisfactory in non-working areas such as foyers, corridors, etc. These can be enlivened by colorful posters, charts, etc. Colors are classified as warm and cool according to their effect. Colors derived from yellow-red sector of the color circle are producers of warm illusion. On the other hand, a scheme based on colors from the pale or blue-green sector give a cool effect. They make hot conditions seem a little more tolerable. Under average conditions, warm and cool colors can be used in combination with pleasing results. Apart from this, the light reflecting property of the colors is very important. White reflects 100% while black reflects 0% light. Ceiling and roof surface. These should always be made as near as possible white shades because light reflected from them spread evenly throughout the interior and reduces distracting glitter from shining surface. It is also a color providing cooling effect in tropical climates. Wall and floors. White surface at or below eye level become glaring. Hence, pale colors with reflectance of about 75% is suitable for normal walls and about 50% when the wall is strongly lit. Color of the floor should be much darker than the walls. Plant and equipment, workbenches, machines and desktops should normally have reflectance of 20 to 40%. Gray or brown desks and workbenches should be finished in durable self-colored non-glossy material. Indian standard suggests green on machines, yellow on guards and covers, orange on electrical equipment. Fire and safety equipment. Placing a colored patch on the wall above these appliances ensure its rapid location in an emergency. Machine controls. The stop button should always be clearly marked, because anyone must be able to find it in an emergency. Stop button is usually red, start button is green, while gear lever is often yellow. Lubrication points. Small patches of a contrasting color should be given around the major lubricating points and all holes for their easy detection. This is generally an ochre yellow patch on a steel gray machine. Hazards. Colors should be used when the hazard cannot be provided with guards. Usually, red color is used.
The topic defines how to define housekeeping and explain its importance and about color dynamic. I hope you have understood this topic, and in our next video we will learn new exciting concept. Till then, take care.